poll question of this week, since the Clippers are still alive in the NBA playoffs,
unfortunately,
if you could steal one role player from the Clippers this offseason, who would you want? 53% said Reggie Jackson. Oh, hell no, got 36%. DeMarcus Cousins got 6%, and 5% said Nicholas Batum.
No one said Rondo?
Rondo, unfortunately, would have to be coming back next year. So, and that's the reason why I posed that question, is because Rondo, DeMarcus Cousins, Zubac, like, it feels as if like the two Los Angeles rivals are very incestual when it comes to swapping players.
I mean, the only player I really care for on that team is really Rondo. I mean, DeMarcus, I did at one point, but I mean, he didn't really do much for us. So, same thing with like Steve Nash. I love Steve Nash, and I loved him on the Lakers, but we didn't really see a glimpse. We saw like a blink, and that was it. So like with DeMarcus Cousins, with Boogie, I'm like, I have no emotional attachment. So it would have to be Rondo for me. But I get the question.
I still think of when Boogie was like maybe a week or two being a Laker, and he left a voicemail to his baby mama. Do you remember that?
Oh, that was hilarious, because I was like, yo, he's just like us.
He said, I'll put a bullet in your effing head. That's from, quote unquote, from the now Clipper. We want to retract anything that said the Lakers, since he did not suit up for the Laker uniform one time. And the Clippers hired somebody that threatened his baby mama. So that is on the Clippers' hands.
See how you are, Zach?
Hey, look, okay, the Clippers were the one that hired Chauncey Billups. Even though they fully were aware of the allegation, that's how I'm playing dirty now. I'm fully aware of the joke.
Yeah, it's true, and they did let Donald Sterling buy the team and run it, and they were well aware of his shenanigans, just like how everyone in Hollywood was aware of Harvey Weinstein's shenanigans. So everyone's guilty. Everyone should be fired.
And you want to know something? As much as people want to hate on Phil Jackson for writing the book Maverick, guess who wrote the foreword? Donald Sterling. So
get out of here. Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm joking.
Oh, dude, I would have laughed so hard if that was true. I would have laughed so hard. So like, okay, never mind. Forget everything I said. Get the white sheet, throw it on him. Hey, I guess it is what it is.
When I first met Phil, it was at Bohemian Grove. And then we went to the Klan rally right after that.
We just finished burning some crosses, and he looks over and grabs a basketball. That's how we started talking.
And so we made a bet that my LA team would be better than his LA team. Anyways, the Clippers.
There's so many jokes there. I just don't know if I can say it.
The Clippers are still alive against the Phoenix Suns. They are now going Game 6 at Staples Center. And I say what you will. You heard Mark boo, but I'm going to say this. This is an underdog story. Feels like a Cinderella story. They lost Kawhi Leonard. Zubac was out. I'm not sure how long he's going to be out because it's a sprained MCL. Ibaka has not played a single game this postseason, but the Clippers have a roster that only the Lakers could aspire to have when it comes to role players.
I know, it sucks. What hurts the most is that every time I watch these games, I go, if the Lakers were at full health, we could have blew every team away. Yeah. And that's what's kind of sad in this thing.
Yeah.
Every team. The Suns, the Clippers, everybody. We could have blew everyone away.
Think about it. Okay, so considering that the two teams that are ahead of their series at the moment, the Suns and the Bucks, right? Like, Giannis finally is that much closer to getting the Larry O'Brien trophy that a lot of the media wanted to scrutinize him for. And then Chris Paul is about to make his first finals appearance. He's only just one win away. And those two guys came when practically all the superstars were hurt in the NBA. Practically, this is the most injury-plagued season of all. LeBron James, now Trae Young, Anthony Davis, James Harden, Kyrie Irving, Kevin Durant. The names can go on and on. It's been crazy how many people have suffered an injury this year. And I know a lot of people want to say they want to put an asterisk to this year or to last season, but yeah, now they're putting an asterisk to this season. I still believe there should be an NBA champion crowned, but it's sad to know that they're probably going to delegitimize it, whoever wins.
It kind of feels like, Mike, I think Mike would know this. What year was it when the Lakers lost because they was banged up? It was, I know it I want to say, isn't it in the 80s?
Magic Johnson's second season. Magic Johnson famously won the title when he's a rookie, and then I believe he did his knee in the year after, and they were terrible, and they were able to get a really high draft pick, and they drafted James Worthy.
Yeah. So like I almost kind of feel like maybe this year was kind of very. I mean, I guess we're in a little parallel with it. Like, but I don't know. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's just I'm just trying to rationalize here.
I think also in the '87 finals, I think Michael Cooper had a quad injury, and he was kind of the Celtic stopper. I think that's another issue too.
Yeah, and that's like the only reason why they won, right? Like one of the reasons why, at least.
I mean, 2004 was another injury-plagued year for the Lakers. I feel like I've said it before, where it's just like Gary Payton was one guy that was practically playing more games than Shaq, Kobe, and Karl Malone, and it was sad to see. Sort of towards the back end of his career, Gary Payton having to carry that team at that time.
At his age too, because I know he was old at that time.
Right, and he had to get a ring, as we hear alarms go off in Mark's background. They're after you.